There's nothing worse than dreaming about a healthy baby, a pregnancy, and you've been trying for 10, 15 years and never get pregnant, and then suddenly you get pregnant and you have a baby with Down syndrome. A simple deficiency of a single nutrient, Down syndrome. Now 2.5 months of pregnancy, from birth to 2.5 months of pregnancy, anywhere along there, I can reverse Down syndrome. My most famous one was Lauren Knievel, Evel Knievel's niece-in-law, but I've done hundreds of them. Now, once they get past 3 months of pregnancy, I can make them smarter. I can give them 50 more points IQ. I've been the best man at many weddings of couples that were both Down syndrome kids because they get hold jobs and work computers, get driver's licenses, and do their own bank accounts and everything. They're normal, and you have to really look at them close because they will actually change physically. They won't look like a Down syndrome kid anymore. Okay? And they won't have Down syndrome babies because it's not genetic. That help you out? Okay. See, we have to take responsibility here. The medical system has failed us terribly, and we're looking for help. If you're remotely interested in this kind of stuff, you talk to the people who invited you here. Okay, it'd be Bruce and Starr and his bunch, and we're looking for help. We train you for nothing, and we have all the tools you need to be consistent. You don't have to make up anything because the tools, you can loan people the tools. Loan them a CD, loan them a DVD, loan them a book. Yeah. Okay, type 2 diabetes, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Neuropathy, yes.
Okay, that'll end it. Neuropathy, which is part of the musculoskeletal stuff. We should have done that at the beginning, but we'll do it now, okay? Musculoskeletal stuff. You have to, bow to the ladies, okay? Notice it's all ladies in here. So, type 2 diabetes, we've known for 83 years is a simple deficiency of a single nutrient. It's not a genetic disease in any way, shape, or form. When I was doing all these autopsies for the government, I'm finding type 2 diabetes in crocodiles and hummingbirds and deer and antelopes and every vertebrate you can think of, dogs and pigs and everything, type 2 diabetes. That's because it's a deficiency of a single nutrient. We've known that for 83 years. We're getting an epidemic of type 2 diabetes now because that nutrient is no longer found in your food. You have to supplement because nobody's putting wood ashes in their gardens anymore. There's no more flooding allowed. Getting the picture? That's why the epidemics are coming. Okay? And so you have to get off all the bad stuff so you can maximize your absorption. No gluten, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils. You take the 90 essential nutrients appropriate for the body weight. And you don't want to go to a doctor if you think you have diabetes. Do not go to a doctor if you think you have diabetes. Test yourself. You go to the pharmacy and you get the test strips that they use for monitoring their blood sugar if you're diabetic. And you wake up in the morning before you eat, you test it. Oh my God, my blood sugar is 240. I got diabetes. Now, is that in your permanent record? Do you have a pre-existing condition now? Did your insurance rates go up? No. You just save yourself thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars for $1.50 for that test strip. They come 5 or 10 in a bottle. If you think you have diabetes, nobody should ever go to a doctor for diabetes. Because he'll put you on insulin, he'll put you on pills, and you're done. Yeah, your toes get gangrenous and cut them off, then your feet get cut off, then your legs get cut off, then you go blind, then you get cardiovascular disease, and then you die. Okay, so you take the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack, the 90 essential nutrients, and you throw in the secret sauce for diabetes, which we call the healthy blood sugar. All right, it's called Sweeties. We also have another one called glucogenics. I take both myself personally. I take both. I don't just take one, I take both. And I don't have it, but I don't want to get it, so I'm taking it as a preventative. And so let's say you start out at 240, you're taking the 90 essential nutrients plus extra of the secret sauce, the Sweeties or the glucogenics, and in 4 days your blood sugar is now 180. In another 4 days is 110, another 4 days is 92, another 4 days is 76. So it ranges now from now on 76 to 92, 76 to 92, you're next diabetic. How long do you stay on your 90 essential nutrients, your extra secret sauce? For life. Because it's not in your food anymore. And it'll come back in 6 months after you burn up 6 months worth of stuff you've stored in your body. Okay? So that's diabetes. Very simple. Type 2 diabetes. I get them, they've had it for 30 years, they got all the complications, they're ready to amputate their feet. I says, don't cancel your surgery. And in 90 days, their feet are perfectly normal, their blood sugar is normal, they're off all their medication in 30 days. 30 days, 90 days. Very simple disease to get rid of. Type 1 is different. That's a birth defect of the pancreas and the islets of Langerhans. And so we can do a better job with our nutritional program. What will happen is, for their insulin, they might go down 90%, and they can only have to test their blood sugar once a day instead of 6 times a day. Their quality of life goes up, they double their lifespan, type 1s. We can't cure it, but we can make it a lot better. We can certainly prevent it 100%. Now, neuropathy. This is what I'm going to end it with.
Diabetic.
Huh?
What's pre-diabetic then?
Well, pre-diabetic might be, your blood sugar might be 120, 140.
So then you have to regulate that so you don't go.
Then you take your 90 essential nutrients. You're not on medication yet if you're a pre-diabetic. So you take your 90 essential nutrients plus the secret sauce for diabetes, the same sweeties or glucogenics or both. And in 4 or 5 days, you go from 120 to 108, then to 92, then to 76, and you're not a pre-diabetic anymore.
So what's the normal? The
Below 100.
Below 100 is the norm.
Yes. You want to be below 100. That's your go home free. Okay? Now, neuropathies always mean that the cause of the problem is somewhere else. If you have neuropathy in your feet, burning, numbness, pain, that kind of thing, at night when you lay down, you get restless leg syndrome, your feet are jerking around and you're getting cramps in your feet and stuff when you lay down. It only happens when I lay down at night, kind of thing. That's called restless leg syndrome. That's caused by a lumbar problem in the back. You can put all the painkillers you want on your feet. Doesn't work because you got to put it on your back. It's the longest nerve in the body, the sciatic nerve, from the lumbar area down your butt, down your legs, into your big toe. And so what you want to do is, again, you take the Healthy Brain and Heart Packs, you throw in the glucogel, vitamin D3, put the CM cream with the trauma oil on the lumbar area, goes away. Now there's a lot of neuropathies. How many of you ever heard of AFib, atrial fibrillation? Your heart runs crazy fast, then it might go real slow, and then it flip-flops and so forth, does dumb things. Your doctor says, oh, you got AFib. We're going to watch it for a while, and if it doesn't go away, we're going to install a pacemaker and a defibrillator. Okay, and it doesn't work because it's a back problem. They say, okay, we got to do a ablation. We're going to put a wire up your artery, and we're going to kill portions of your heart muscle, hoping to find the place that's running amok. And that's not going to work because it's not a heart problem, it's a back problem. They say we got to do a retroversion. What is that? Well, we electrocute you to death. I'll sing a little ditty for 3 or 4 minutes and try to wake you up, but you've signed a piece of paper. If you don't wake up, your family can't sue me because you approved of it, blah, 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 blah. The whole idea is to try and reboot your heart rhythm. Reboot the electrical system in your heart. And that's not going to work because it's not a heart problem, it's a back problem. Well, we've tried everything here. The only thing left for us is now a heart transplant. They'll run up $500,000 because you have insurance. They'll run up $500,000 worth of cardiovascular procedures, and it's a back problem. I get hundreds of them a month. Hundreds a month. I get them dozens a week on the radio program. Okay? And what you do is you get them off all the bad stuff, you get them on the 90 essential nutrients, and then you throw in the stuff, the glucogel, to support and promote maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae. Because when you have AFib, what's happening is they usually have shrunk an inch or two. What happens is the discs are getting thinner from degeneration, the vertebrae are getting closer together, they're smashing the roots of the spinal nerves coming out from between T1, 2, 3, and 4, the first 4 thoracic vertebrae. Those 3 nerves control the rate and rhythm of the heart. You bend over, you go reach up, you tilt over this way, you lay down, you change your posture, it squishes the roots of those nerves, you get restless leg syndrome, you know, all this burning and numbness shooting, you know, down your back and your legs, and your heart flip-flops and tachycardia starts going pounding like that. That's because you squish those nerves. You take what I tell you to do, it'll make those discs thicker, push the vertebrae apart, and it all goes away. For a couple $100 instead of 500,000.
Dr. Wallach, I used to have neuropathy, taking the 90 central nutrients. I no longer have.
How long did you take them?
I was first with longevity in late part of 2014 to the entire 2015, and during that time, a year and 3 months. Well, the neuropathy went within, I would say, about 4 to 6 months.
Yeah, well, thank you for that great testimony. And how long did you had neuropathy?
Well, it just came on.
Oh, okay, so you started early in it.
Because
Yeah.
I like sweets too. Sweet stuff, yeah. So I'm not diabetic, but you don't have to be diabetic to have neuropathy, right?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No. See, most neuropathy has nothing to do with diabetics, except that it might occur concurrently, may just be by accident occurring at the same time. Remember I said you can get 6, 8, 10, 12, 20 diseases at the same time? Well, doctors will blame it on diabetes because they want to cut your foot off, they want to get some surgery money, and there's insurance pays for it. Who in the hell cares? It's not their foot. Insurance pays for it, and the pain will go away when they cut your foot off. Oh, okay. It's just like a when they do a root canal. It's actually what's called a trigeminal neuralgia. The fifth cranial nerve is being squeezed as it comes through the skull. Boy, I had this terrible pain down here. They say, oh, you got a bad nerve. They pull that nerve out of that root, and the pain's gone. Well, you still have the trigeminal neuropathy, but they don't feel the pain anymore because you ripped the nerve out. Oh, I love my dentist. The pain went away immediately.
Because I want to say too, I remember driving and I couldn't feel my feet.
That's scary.
I was afraid. It was so numb. Yeah, it was.
That would be
bad.
scary driving, yeah.
And when
Well,
I
thank you for the testimony. Thank you. Okay, well, thank you all for being here.
Give Dr. Wallach a great hand.
Thank you.
And I have a special award for him.
Oh, my gosh.
World champion of great health goes
Wow.
to Dr. Wallach. Woo! Show the audience.
Wow.
There you go. Congratulations. I want to thank you so much for coming down to South Florida and talking to us. And we hope to see you here again. Wait, you want to put this around?
Yeah, I want to put it on because I want you to take a picture of it.
Yes, of course. All right, put that around you.
I'll let you do it. There you go.
There you go. There you go. And we'll have to get
Yeah.
a...
Bum ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba bum bum ba ba bum ba ba bum ba ba bum. Rocky Balboa. Yeah, he'll take a picture.
Dr. Wallach, she has a question.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Gray hair.
Okay, gray hair is caused by deficiency of a single nutrient. That same nutrient deficiency will cause spider veins, varicose veins, hemorrhoids, which are varicose veins in a funny place, and also aneurysms. That same nutrient. Michael Jackson had that problem, terrible. That's why he wasn't bleaching himself. He just didn't have that nutrient because he couldn't absorb it because he had a gluten problem.
Second, let's get a couple. These are priceless, right?
Very nice.
Hit the back. Hit the back.
One more.
Okay, one more. Okay, thank you.
That's fabulous. Wow, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, let's have that on Facebook.
Yeah, there you go. Facebook picture.
Yeah, Facebook picture. Thank you, Ruth.
Thank you very much.
That's yours, I think.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think Miss Brandy has CDs, DVDs, and books, maybe even some product up there.
So Doc, I want you to come over. I had a young lady here that happens to be a veterinarian.
Okay. I knew she had something to do with health because she's wearing scrubs.
Yeah. So come over. She has a couple of
Where'd you go to school?
Tuskegee.
Tuskegee, okay. I got great stories about Tuskegee.
You want to ask him a question?
Yeah, you have a question?
I gotta go all the way up to the...
No.
No. Right from there.
I didn't hear you properly, or you want to go from there?
Well, my question was about allergies, as far as, I don't know if you had
We talk
touched
about
on.
dogs?
No, human.
We have a whole line of pet products too. You need to use our pet
I did
products.
see that. I
Yeah,
was
for
actually gonna
tails
get
only.
some, I was gonna get some from my dogs, because I am dealing with osteoarthritis with my older dog.
That's easy. And here's
Yeah.
one for you. You ever see dogs with hot spots?
Yeah.
Now what's the standard veterinary treatment for hot spots?
Steroids and
Steroids.
antibiotics.
Antibiotics. Well, guess what? You put them on a gluten-free, grain-free dog food, get them on the 90 essential nutrients, in 2 weeks it'll be you'll go out of business because it won't come in every month to get a shot.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, it's an eczema that they get, and they just lick it and scratch it until the hair comes off and the skin goes away and you get this ulcer, is a hot spot. And so they have to go to the grocery store, and you should be selling our gluten-free dog food, grain-free, gluten-free.
Yeah.
The hot spots go away.